Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, all fly nerd and nerdettes, you are now in tune to
the Fly Nerd Group.
Yes.
FNG.
Yes, indeed. You are in tune to the Fly Nerd Group. That's who we are. We are the Fly Nerd Group. We are here.
And you are
all the fly comic book and hip hop news. I am Cosmo Galactus.
Coach E Soul Star.
And
Nerd Swig.
We're in the 46th chamber of life. Mr. Only Chauncey's prime.
Yo, I'm almost there too. Yo, welcome. How's your rotation, brother? Happy rotation
Man,
to you.
thank you, brothers. Appreciate it, man. I feel good, man. Just loving being around positive energy, man. Just doing what I gotta do to just keep on the up and up. That's about it, man.
Word. What about you, Sean?
I got no complaints. I got no complaints.
This guy. And yeah, I'm good, man. Just chilling, man. Just making sure all this stuff goes well with the Fly Nerd Group.
Absolutely.
We do this every other Comic Wednesday. We go on YouTube and talk all the good stuff, the goods and the bads and the in-betweens. You know what I'm saying? Right. Every Monday you can catch WFNG Fly Nerd Radio.
Hey, WFNG.
On Southside Radio Live, Spotify, and iHeart.
Wherever you get your podcast.
Wherever you get your podcast dosage from, you can get a dose of us as well.
It's a hot dose.
Hot dose. So, yeah, all right. So, we are here.
We got a supervillain living in the suburbs, running the suburbs.
Man, this is a real life.
Not too far from me.
Yeah, so this is what I want to talk about, importantly, before we start the show and get into the fun shit. You know, we got to drop some facts and real news on y'all. Real life supervillain, man. This is crazy. We always talking about, voting and who to vote for and who not to vote for, do your research and stuff like that, and even vote locally, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, do your research locally and, due diligence, as Maxie say, but sometimes the snakes come in dresses and in sheep clothing and in suits and all that shit, man. So, real life supervillain.
She bankrupted she almost was about to bankrupt a little township, right? Like,
well, pretty much, yeah, she did it.
She grew the debt.
Dalton, Illinois Mayor Tiffany A. Haynard. Pretty much, she been the mayor for Dalton for a few years now. I've been personally looking because, like Chauncey said, there's definitely, I have family and friends all in that surrounding areas. So, I've been hearing about her first, going to office and doing shit like, dressing up as Nino Brown. Like, seriously, all black.
I didn't know she did that.
Yeah.
With the dog.
With the dog?
Yeah, she did.
Did she stab somebody's hand to the table?
I mean,
pretty
motherfucker. Pay her money because, she was going around, had a DJ that played Rihanna, Bitch Better Have My Money, when she talk about payments and fees for the city and shit. Yeah.
Whoa. So, okay, I've seen some highlights. I didn't know she was Nino Browning.
Yeah, so she was Nino Browning, and that's how she runs. She run the dictatorship, so it's kind of crazy. Where my notes at? She's doing all types of wild.
Well, I know she hired the child offender, the sex offender.
Well, I was going to get into that, but first, just what she doing to the... Yeah, she did do that. I don't want to brush that off. She did hire... Who is she? Who was...
It was a
supposed cousin or whatever like that, and this cat got crazy rap sheet of being a registered sex offender and such, and people are like, well, what the hell is you doing? And she acting like it ain't no big deal or trying to cover it up like, everybody need a chance, everybody need a second shot. Not nobody like that. Nah.
And you gotta watch out if you're in the law like that, you know what I mean? You gotta be careful with that type of shit.
Scrutiny.
Because
right.
It's just crazy. You can't just do that. So she compared to principal on Abbott's Elementary. Yeah, she's like the principal of Abbott's Elementary. She's like the principal of Abbott's Elementary.
Oh, man.
Like, for real. So, Dalton has 200,000 residents, man. And, they have it's a small community. It's a small city, man. of just, people, the middle class, lower class, going over there and they trying to live. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not anything complex about that, And she using the taxpayer use for personal shit, like taking trips, filming videos.
Yeah, the filming videos had me like she a musician too.
No, she's not. This is just what she was doing for promotions, and she thinks she's kind of like the Obamas or some shit because she started fake charities, taking money for fake charities, taking the money, tax money for fake charities. She was paying for hotels. She was taking trips. She even went and saw Biden under there watching shit. Like, why the fuck you watching? It's meeting Biden and shit.
Right.
Like, fuck out of here.
Go run Dalton.
Yeah, she had
well, she is not the Obamas because Obamas don't have.
Nah, they don't run like this. That's not how you do it. You know what I mean? So
Barack ain't walk around like Nino Brown.
Nah, you can't do that, man. You can't be walking around like Nino Brown. You can't have 24-hour security. You paying the police. You got security. You paying these cops 300 hours of overtime. You know what I mean? For security.
And not only just that, she up here giving security details to people who ain't even like certified.
Yeah.
Like so-called city officials or whatever like that. I'm like, oh, I need you to be my security face. I need you to be my security flag. Are they trained? No, they're not. You just giving them a badge, giving them, fake authority, and you come up on a situation where it's like, somebody can get in danger. They ain't gonna know what the hell to do.
Nah.
Like, I was the comptroller yesterday, now I'm on security.
I mean, not only that, she so much in deficit funds that she's refusing to pay the banks that covers the police cars. Mm-hmm. So they could repossess the police cars.
Yeah.
Danger. Businesses, owners retaliated. If they say anything or anyone that speaks bad about this motherfucker, she have them pay additional fees and donations, forced donations. And if they don't comply, then they can't renew their business licenses. There's only a few businesses out here, small businesses. And actually,
that's a shakedown. That's a mob track.
It is. That's what I'm saying. That's what we all say. This is actual gangster shit that's going on here. There was this lady, Doc Brown. I don't know. I forgot her name. But,
Dr. Scott.
Yeah, Dr. Scott. She had bought this community center for Dalton, and she was planning to, give out food for the unprivileged and stuff like that. The neighborhood community grocery giveaway and shit like that. If y'all not aware that in your communities, they do have that. If you are
church
down, like a church or something. If y'all are down on y'all luck and need something, you got kids, need diapers or something, check out your community because they do have those type of spots for that type of resources. But she dried it all up. She was like, she didn't comply to the mayor and all this stuff, so the mayor she shut all that shit.
What was that Beanie Siegel joint? Get down and lay down?
Get down and lay down.
That's how she was rolling up
That's
on?
how she's rolling, man. Fixed payroll. So she could get to top payroll. What's $200,000? And then if the next elect come in, he only get $25,000 or something like that. It's
not even a living wage.
In other words, the math ain't math.
Yeah, the math ain't mathing with this chick. And she's pretty much
no, she was doing her own math. That's all.
She has math in her.
Doing that Scott Steiner math.
Yeah.
She was like reading, writing, and do what the hell I say.
So pretty much this chick, you talk about women in power, and she even rebuttal saying y'all going against a black woman in power and shit like that. It's not even
you can't abuse your power.
You can't abuse the power. Who you are. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You can't do that stupid shit.
And not to cut you off,
a
couple more things that's even messed up about this chick is the fact that when it comes to trustees that actually speaking out for the good of the people and basically contesting her, it's gotten to a point she's blocking trustees out of the office.
Yes.
She's making trustees conduct business from their car, from their home or whatever like that.
They got ran out of a hotel or something.
They got ran out of hotels. They're getting ran out.
And one of the ex-trustees got shot at.
Yeah.
She got shot at. They ran up on her backyard. It's on video. They ran up in the backyard, shot her car up, and then dip the fuck off. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I just looking at this video right here and seeing her how she her body language, man.
yeah.
It's like she seems super aggro.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
yeah.
very because she's on the right here.
Look at
She in their ass, you know. They talking about where all these funds going and shit, and she had a little tight rebuttal about them and shit. But I do like what they're doing now because they did have one of those secret meetings and they brought some lawyers. And the FBI is about to
Yes, I mean,
chin check.
Yeah, it's a. Here's the thing, especially stuff that is well documented. Well documented. We even see now that this even operates on a high. All these years we think like people in power can't get touched. They skate, and we see it now from this level to some of the highest. I mean, the ex pres got a half bill. That he got to cough up, or they gonna take his buildings.
Mhm.
Like Letitia James said, I walk across 30, but whatever the address was every day.
Every day.
She said every day.
Every day.
Because these things are documented and especially when you get into government documents don't just go away. This ain't a business that you can just be like, oh, the shredders.
Right.
When you get into government funds, federal funds, tax money funds, that's all
that stuff is
documented.
trackable.
All
It's
that stuff
all
is
trackable.
trackable. So you can't get in there and be loosey goosey. This ain't the school board
And
little bake sale money that you dipped off a little.
Right. And especially even if you do try to, cover up paper trails, whatever like that, when you're in age of technology, they're gonna find out one way or another how it's.
Hey, look at Fonnie Willis. They
know?
lied about that damn
That relationship.
relationship, and they tracked that damn. Even though I don't even like talking about that type of shit, because I mean, damn, we gotta get to a point where motherfuckers fucking. You gotta know about this shit, but
Right.
Well, it's because what they're trying to do is prove that she somehow benefited financially from the relationship. Therefore, she can be taken off the case in Georgia.
right, yeah.
So
I know that's the truth.
that's the overall deal. They're trying to look for the money. They're trying to see how. Now, granted, they did get caught up in the lie saying when their relationship started. They just did. Y'all should have. You just when you was called, you just should have been like, yeah, we was fucking.
Fonnie a freak,
Right.
man. Fonnie a freak. You know,
They just should have admitted they were fucking. They just should have been like, yes, we was fucking between this time and this time.
At 11 p.m. and left at 3:55 a.m. What was you doing? Nah.
Right.
Discussing strategy.
All types of strategies and angles. Yeah, man. So that's that. Real life supervillains. Y'all gotta watch out. And they in power. So we got, everyone talk about that voting shit. I'll be like, man, shit. Shout out to Andre Vasquez. He is definitely a personal guy I know that's in the system. I hope he's not ever, overwhelmed by corruption.
Alderman Prime.
Yeah, Alderman Prime. Make sure you stay on your job and due diligence, man.
It's a dirty game.
It's a dirty game.
It's a dirty game, and it's easy to fall into the traps because once you got a little political headwind behind you, people come to ask for a favor here, favor there, favor here. Before you know it, you done did favors for everybody, and
I don't like doing favors.
And now you got you everything you did ain't exactly above board.
Right.
So now you got to worry like, all right. Now I got to worry about this. No, thank you. I don't need that stress.
I don't like favors. I don't do that.
Yeah.
So, moving forward, we talk about some other supervillains in the world. We got Sony. Sony, man.
Sony, man.
Man, I mean, maybe not a supervillain, just an incompetence.
Yeah. Supervillains are incompetent.
Yeah.
They don't ever, there's always like the tracks get fooled me again. Know.
I mean, old school Skeletor was an idiot.
Exactly.
It makes so bad he call out everybody else for being idiots.
You boo! Like, you fall! You never come through!
The voice. Yo, so yeah, man. Sony announced they're going to actually not put out any major titles for the PS5 this year.
Yeah, I don't think they're shelving the system, but they themselves aren't putting out any new games. But I think third parties is like contracts are contracts.
Yeah. Third parties will still commence their Stellar Blade that people's looking forward to.
Oh yeah, because you're not about to take away the system with that Final Fantasy VII remake.
Exactly. Final Fantasy VII dropping, so. You know, people's geek for that, and you know, there's titles already been dropped. Like, you know, so people's waiting for it. Spider-Man is supposed to drop his
the DLC
in March. So in a few weeks. Look out for that. They already leaked the suits. I wasn't too happy about the suits, but
I was mad. I was mad on them. I was mad on. I need to know now about what I'm curious about now is what story is going to be included in this DLC. Because I could care, like the suits were meh, but I want to know what, because the story was so solid that I hope they don't cut themselves off. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't go soft.
I agree. I hope they don't flip the script, as Guru will say. Rest in peace, Guru Gangsta. But yeah, man. Don't flip the script, man. Keep going on, man. We don't need this goofy shit. But anyway, Sony. If you do it, I won't be disappointed because I mean, man, y'all be doing some goofy shit. So, what's this Sony and Disney distribution?
Yeah, tell. I'm interested.
So, word on the street is, and also courtesy of Mr. K Max and his intel.
Shout out to K Max and WHBK, unscripted nonsense.
For sure. So basically, what it's come down to, since you know the whole Disney deal happened where they've been like just constantly just merging with this and that company and what have you.
You mean buying? There's no merger. There's no merger. You either get down, except Disney at least put the money in your hand.
True. So basically, from what I've told is that like when it comes to like the physical media sense of things, certain like movie titles under the guise of say like either Sony Columbia or even like Fox or whatever aren't getting released. They're getting pushed back.
The sales aren't there to support mass production like that. Like I continue to make something that I'm making at a loss. I'm taking a loss on. Like so if I'm taking a loss on it, if people really aren't like it's for physical media is eroding, but people aren't buying it. So if I'm running a store and I'm running something that's not being stocked, I'm spending money, month after month after month, and all I'm selling is this much, but I got racks full of it. I'm Xing it out,
right?
Because that's just good. That's just business.
Yeah,
like,
and you have been a store owner.
Yeah.
What it is about having
dead stock.
Dead stock.
Dead stock. Dead stock. Dead stock is you don't want a whole lot of that. You don't want to buy something in September 2003 and you still looking at it October 2024. You know what I'm saying?
Everything must go.
Right. You don't want that. The erosion of physical media though isn't from the companies, it's from the consumers, because I'm sure the companies would love to say, hey, I sold you this DVD and you streamed it. They would love to have that together.
Right.
But people have found it easier, and it is easier, for the general public to stream something.
Mm-hmm.
I want to watch this right now. I don't own the DVD. I'm not about to go hunt it down. That's on the consumer side, but if the consumers all still wanted that, then we would still have, because there are still things that are printed every week. Physical media comics still come out every Wednesday.
Absolutely.
Physical media. Absolutely. The audience is still there for that. The audience isn't there for CDs and DVDs because Spotify, Netflix, Hulu, Paramount, Peacock took up the space and made it easy. And a lot of people who wanted to strip their house down to just things that they needed love that fact. Mm-hmm. People who live minimalist, like, hey, I don't have a rack. I don't have a DVD rack.
Big DVD.
I don't have a big DVD or CD rack anymore.
I still say keep it. There's still people that still collect and get physicals and stuff like that, because these corporations do be wiping titles away and wiping things out, like Westworld. You know what I mean? Like they just erase that. You know what I mean? There's a couple other shows that they just erase, and you can't catch the physical. So
Mm.
you see, if it's yours, you like it, dig for it, get it, cherish it, get the physicals because you never know. And always save on the external. Never save on the cloud. Don't trust those cloud shits, man. You save that shit on the external. So if they do erase your cloud, you still have access. So,
Hey, you get off my cloud.
you don't know me. Hey, shout out to Meth, man. You still rapping and doing shit too.
But moving in the Sony realm, Madam Web has flopped hard.
So, Madam
Fell
Web,
flat.
goodness, we talked about
Fell
this
flat.
too on WFNG Fly Nerd
Why
Radio.
you let it happen, Spidey? Why?
Hey,
They did not consult me. Listen, buddy. Wait, here we go. They did not consult us.
Pay
Hey, no, Sony didn't ask Spidey. Sony didn't even ask Marvel. They were like, guess what? We doing
What
this.
you doing?
Yeah. They didn't ask me either. You know how many arms I got in this movie?
So let's talk about. So since you here, Chauncey, we haven't had a full group discussion. Good time talk.
For sure.
We said this shit was gonna happen.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
look, Madam Web dropped on. They tried to drop this bullshit on Valentine's Day and try to extend it. Now Valentine's Day was a Wednesday.
Right.
They dropped it on the Wednesday and extended, and they only made what 25 million.
25 mil.
Yeah, man, that's already a flop. And dude, the reviews came out like wildfire. It was
Bro.
like, oh,
For everybody that we probably know and watch, from like Double Toasted, Jay Washington, Movie Files, E-Man movie reviews.
I mean, I
The
believe
list
that.
go on
I
and
believe
on,
that Ghost
man.
and Siskel and Ebert came back.
man,
It was everybody. Even what's my guy Statler and Waldorf?
So this movie was crazy, man. It's supposed to have been some origin story of Madam Web and the Spider Women and what's the villain name?
Ezekiel.
Yeah.
Big flop, dude. I don't know who they hired. Oh, they hired the same people who wrote Morbius.
Yeah. And you want to know what's really bad? Shout out to Corey Coleman on Double Toasted. He said, and I quote, "This makes Morbius look like the Dark Knight." And that's rough, man. That's rough. That's rough.
So yeah, dude. It's a lot of bad editing. It's a lot of bad writing.
It's bad all.
It's a lot of bad acting.
All bad all.
And I don't know, I feel like they tricked the actors because some of the actors was posting Marvel Studios and shit. And Dakota, she fired her agents after the trailer dropped. She was like, "Yeah, y'all fired." You know what I mean?
And it's so messed up.
I think people was tricked, like, "Yeah, this is a Marvel movie. You're gonna be part of the Spider-Verse, and then we'll get y'all, and y'all gonna be the Spider Women." Ooh.
And so
The answer is no.
right. It's so messed up though that they say after the premiere, she didn't promote it no more after that.
Nah,
She ain't going no more promo tours, nothing.
I mean, how does it feel for you to be on the face of the failure? Like, you're right now, 2024, you're the face of failure. Every time they talk about this movie, you see her face.
Yeah.
That's hard. Every press ain't good press. And this is one of them situations where it's like,
this is the way it sounds is like she got sold a bag of goods.
Yeah.
The bag of goods was not good.
Yeah.
And it wasn't nothing. It's like contracts were signed. She was locked in, and it was just like, all right, she had to wait until now to be like, I'm done with all this.
But you could tell in the movie that she dialed.
Yeah, you could tell that. Yeah.
She dialed.
And that hurt because she's a rising star in Hollywood. Like she's part like
she's a Nepo baby.
Yeah, she's a Nepo baby.
Melanie Griffin and Johnson.
Yeah.
Yep. That's a kid.
That's their kid. But just like she's like in the Jack Quaid category where she's not one of the ones Jack Quaid didn't capitalize on. Like Dennis Quaid and Meg Ryan are his mom and dad. And Jack Quaid is a good dude.
He made his own
path. And Dakota Johnson was pretty much the same. She really didn't lean on her parents for a lot.
She didn't.
No.
No.
Like they haven't helped. They supported her in like as parents.
They do, nah.
Like I said, they just supported her as parents, but they didn't like. It wasn't like, oh,
movie with Tom Cruise and
yeah. It's just like you got to go out there and make it like we did. Like you just got to like we'll give you the home base to come back to, but you just got to go and do it.
Well, nevertheless, she did this movie, and yeah, she on the face of that shit, and basically, yeah, man, this movie flopped. This movie was a disaster, and you know, there's a lot of questions of what the hell, you know, you Sony, you was movie studio, and people were saying Lifetime movie productions are better than Tubi movies, which is owned by Fox. By the way, y'all motherfuckers watching all this shit, giving all this shit criticism to all these black folks, and they giving these black folks this opportunity to put out some coon shit, courtesy of Fox. So keep that in note. But yeah, they saying Sony shouldn't be producing shit like this, and you have the Spider-Man franchise. Right. So let me ask you guys, what do you think will be the future of the Spider-Verse with Sony, and or should they continue with the Spider-Verse?
Well,
and just give it
here's the thing: they can't use Spidey without Marvel's permission.
So what's the deal between that? What's the
deal? They struck a shared licensing deal with Marvel, where Marvel gets pretty much movie control of Spider-Man Peter Parker. They still can play in the rest of the universe. They're hoping to strike Guardian. They're looking for Guardians of the Galaxy Gold, but they're using trash ass writers and directors.
No. That's not Guardians of the Galaxy Gold.
They're looking for.
You can't do that with a universe where the main player is not involved.
Right.
So that's why I asked, what's the Spider-Man evolving? Because we seen on film, last time we seen Spider-Man, it was 3 of those motherfuckers. It was Toby, it was Andrew, and it's Tom. So Tom is with the MCU. We was introduced with him with Civil War, and on down. That's MCU Spider-Man, okay? 3 movies on down. They're about to make a 4th one. There's the Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew that we saw, and that's
2 of them.
That's when I think the fans protested, was like, y'all need to stop making these movies. Well, y'all, it's been a long time that y'all been fucking over Spider-Man 3, and Amazing Spider-Man. So then there's Spider-Man with Tobey.
Yeah. So
couldn't they? There's Spectacular Spider-Man, there's Superior Spider-Man, there's other Spider-Man titles.
But they can't use Peter Parker.
Why not?
Because Marvel, they have to have Marvel's permission.
But they can do
Actually, I found that they can do
10,000 Peter Parkers.
Because that's animation, which is different from live action.
So they can't use not one Spider-Man.
Nope. I looked into it. They can't use the deal that they struck. They can't use.
So that's the dumbest deal. So Sony was stupid. So you got 3. You couldn't at least have one Spider-Man. Let's do Andrew. Let's revamp the Amazing Spider-Man. We got all the villains. So y'all might as well just gave up the whole shit. It was no point. Because, I mean, what? You got Venom. Okay, but Venom walks a different path.
Yeah.
And Venom without Pete is still incomplete.
And still, Pete is still incomplete. Nah, man. Nah, that's important. That's right.
So it's because remember,
you can't do shit.
Remember the whole reason that this deal was struck anyway is because Sony's emails got leaked with them trashing Disney and them saying like we'll never give up Spider-Man. Fuck them. And they want this dude, and we got it. And as long as we do this, and so then the emails came.
Disney was like, watch my feet.
The emails got leaked. The emails got leaked, and and Sony execs realized how bad that made them look. And then fan outcry with that. So then they struck a deal where Marvel has access. Marvel can do still whatever they want without Sony's permission with Spider-Man. Honestly, Sony needs Marvel's permission to use Peter Parker / Spider-Man. Now they could try and slick their way around if they really want to, but it's hard.
What about Ben Reilly?
That's what I was saying. That would be the alternative. Would be Ben Reilly. But do we want an admitted Spider clone? That's just coming with the clone right out the gate. Like, we can't give you Peter, so we're gonna give you this guy.
But if you had brilliant writers, if you had brilliant people that know how to make a
Then we
movie
wouldn't have Morbius.
and pay attention to the comic book and all that, then no,
Then
we wouldn't have had
Morbius.
Morbius a long time ago. You would have substantial stuff to compete with the MCU that'd be like, all right, we'll fuck with you and do
But
Marvel.
they haven't gone that route, and I think it's done.
I was about to say, I give it to Kraven and Venom 3. Then after that, Disney be like, all right, y'all didn't ruin this enough. Come on, Spidey. Come back to your room.
So, Kraven 3, yeah, because this year is actually their year to shine. And your first step out the door puts you in the hole.
Big time.
So now you got Kraven. Hopefully he could rebound, but people's feeling the same vibe. No one wants to see this madness without Peter Parker.
In the overall national consciousness, who really knows Kraven outside of Spot? Like, he is not even the most a popular he among Spider-Man fans. Yes, he's popular, but as far as like when the Joe public think of Spider-Man, they're not thinking Kraven.
Oh, they don't think Kraven.
They think Goblin. They think Venom. They think Carnage. They think a lot of other people.
I didn't even think Doom before Kraven.
Doc Ock gets Doc Ock. Yeah. Yeah. I had him something.
Yeah, Doc Ock. It's all
but
good.
yeah, but they. So I don't know. Sony just needs to stop.
They need to stop.
They just need to stop.
I agree, because if you're making movies in quality like this and you're trying to compete and trying to build a Spider-Man universe, you're doing nothing but destroying it better than building it anyway. So you better off giving it up and just let the professionals do it. And you just, it is what it is, man. Because y'all been fucking up for a long time. This ain't just.
This is not the beginning.
This
is not new.
So hopefully that Madam Web shit shut that shit down. You won't be continuing with that. You got superheroes who not even soon up. They soon up in dream sequences.
Man.
And no power skill origin set in the movie. Like, what the fuck?
When I heard all that, I was like, and they made this because why?
Yeah.
Fucking dream sequence.
So let me ask y'all this. They made this movie. Why, you ask? They made this movie to try to bring in women into the theaters, and same with the Marvels and shit. What do y'all know? And no disrespect to women or nothing, but are women really into comic books?
Yeah.
I mean, 80%. What percentage you think?
I mean, it's a large swath. Do not underestimate, because it's actually women buyers prop up the industry.
Okay.
Women dollars prop up the industry.
Dollars.
They are huge. They lead a lot of the fandoms themselves. Okay. So it's not as male dominated as males are more vocal, tend to be more vocal about it, but it is very much a lady propped up industry. 100%.
But when it comes to these titles, because you say that, but you're looking at the scale of we're a comic book store owner, so you'll see the percentage of women come in, and of course we all been to conventions and seen women involved into it. But I'm talking about the average woman. I'm not talking about the fans or anything. I'm talking about women just casually go into comic books and stuff.
I think them saying they made this for women is a cop out. Yeah. I think it's just a cop out. They just made a bad movie and they want to blame it on the
female lead team. I think it was kind of
because I think that
like you just said, there's a women market and there's a women dollar. So if they could tap in that in each market, then everything will be a
yeah. But I don't
just like the black dollar is when Black Panther drops and all of that, they expect a certain demographic to go and see these movies. So let's not just talk about that shit. There's certain demographics that's made for movies and certain demographics for products in general for race, sex, gender, all the kinds.
Yes, I agree, but I think they copped. I'm saying that they copped out on this one after the failure.
Oh yeah.
But it was designed for that market.
They couldn't have because that's not even a popular character. So who was they targeting?
Well, what was the Marvels then? Because it was the same drive.
Captain Marvel way more popular than Madam Web. Way more
But
fandom.
they got the Spider Girl and all the other Spider Women.
But once again, no, they did not have them in there.
But that's the ideal of market. This is what they was doing.
They failed
Like the
horribly.
Marvels
They just
have the
failed horribly.
official Marvel shit, whatever.
They failed
But this is
horribly.
their drive. This is what they wanted to
Yeah,
market to the women market
they
to see
failed.
if they could put in the women market dollars.
Then make a better movie.
Yep.
Make a better movie. See Barbie.
Barbie made.
See Barbie. And Barbie was good.
Barbie pulled in.
Barbie pulls. She pulls.
And
Make a better movie.
Wonder Woman did too.
Yeah, make a better movie. And one thing, a recognizable name,
Yeah.
good story,
Yeah.
and it was well done.
Now, Wonder Woman 80, what was that? 86,
84,
84.
whatever it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, that flopped because of the same reasons. But you know,
Bad story.
you make a good movie,
But see, another
Yeah,
thing.
you make a good movie.
Right.
you get everybody.
You get
Well,
everybody.
see, in addition to making a, good movie in terms of writing and such too, like you had just mentioned about recognizable faces, a lot of people recognize Gal Gadot outside Wonder Woman from the Fast and Furious movies.
But Wonder Woman is also a recognizable name in general.
Yeah,
right,
Wonder
right.
Woman, anybody.
But I'm saying
everybody.
too, also like
And
with-
that's kind of I mean, like that's a movie. Storm is when they do a Storm movie, watch. You know what I mean? Just watch. Watch how that shit works.
Name recognition goes far.
Name recognition goes far. I'm sorry to cut you off.
no,
but
that's fine.
yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, name recognition goes
And
far.
like Captain Marvel, I mean, yeah, there's women that read comic books, but I never heard anyone that talks about Captain Marvel. After the movie and nothing, I never heard females or women friends ever say,
Because-
"Ooh, I can't wait to Captain Marvel."
because it was not a good movie. It was a mid.
But the character itself.
Now
I get what
when
you're saying.
when it was first being pitched and proposed, there was a large buzz for it amongst women comic book readers. They were like, oh my God, we finally Captain Marvel going on screen. Not a lot of people's first choice, but they were looking forward to it, and the movie was bad. When you put out bad product, it's bad. You're just not gonna pull in the dollars. Because Captain Marvel has a super solid fan base. The book sale always does numbers.
Mhm.
And so turning a bad movie, people are not gonna come out no matter what race, gender, or whatever.
Right.
Bad movie's a bad movie no matter who you. So for them to say not enough women came out, you made a bad film. Give them something to come out too.
So stop blaming us in general.
Yeah, make a better product.
Yeah, stop blaming people. You
Make a
blame-
better
you
product.
better- Sorry, yeah, make better product, or else this is going to continue because all this bullshit. You ain't gonna divide us. You ain't gonna make us look at each other stupid and shit. Nah, you made a dumbass movie, and this is what you get. And Kraven, this is what you get. And Venom 3, this is what you get.
Oh yeah.
So that is that. Going to get into the top of the turnbuckle, some motherfucking sports entertainment rather, not the tech yet. Top of the turnbuckle news. So let's get into some local shit. I heard that the Bears getting a new coach.
Well, it's she's gonna be a staff coach, so not a head coach.
Okay,
but
that's all.
yeah, staff coach. Yeah, she's not a head coach.
So what's the staff coach?
So pretty much, like every offense, there's offensive coaches, defensive coaches, and there's and within those there are even smaller divisions. Like there's a linebacker coach, there's a quarterbacks coach. So I believe she is a defense. She's a coach on the defensive side of the ball,
Okay.
and so she's going to be running the defenses and just pretty much helping run practice because football teams are huge. It's a 50-person team, and then practice take a lot.
Right.
And so the head coach is just on top, and all the other coaches support the head coach, and that's just kind of how it goes.
But I mean, the interesting part too is that this is still kind of history making.
Oh yeah, this is major.
This first woman coach of this caliber to step in and join the Bears organization because Choir has kept no pun intended fumbling the ball these past couple
There's
seasons.
no quiet. The Bears have been trash. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
I'm a Bears fan. The Bears have been trash.
Man. So
They've underperformed. They've made not the greatest draft choices. So yeah, it's just that the Bears need anything good, anything positive.
So, you know, hopefully with her background and her resume, you know, she can get us back on the up and up.
Well, I mean, she's definitely qualified, and once again, it's just a step for women in coaching in general.
Absolutely.
You know, shout out to Greg Popovich from the San Antonio Spurs. I believe he was the first person in the NBA to hire a woman on his staff, and she's like one of his assistant coaches. I think she's still there.
Right.
But you know, it's one of those. It's no longer off limits.
Right.
And that's good. It shouldn't be. It should definitely be about skill, talent, and what you can bring to the table to help the team over gender.
Exactly.
You know, it's time to get out of this, like, this is for this and this is for that.
Right.
You know, it's just do it. You know? Just do it. You don't have to be stuck to these archaic ways of thinking, and these archaic patriarchal processes that aren't even natural, that make no sense. So.
This is true.
Yeah, so yeah, I want Greene.
Oh no.
Oh, it's a friendly neighborhood Corey Greene.
We got a return, folks.
I have returned.
It's the biggest return since our truth.
Did you miss me?
Greene in the place to be.
What's happening, y'all?
Greene.
Nothing. We just getting ready to get over to this Pippen Jordan discussion.
Pippen Jordan discussion?
Yeah, because Pippen, Horace Grant, Luke Longley are going on the No Bull tour, which is a response to the Last Dance documentary. They want to tell their side of the story because they felt like the
documentary didn't fabricate.
They say that the documentary didn't tell the truth about them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's interesting because here you have this larger than life figure in Michael Jordan. This guy comes along. He is obviously the
He became the face of basketball.
He became the face of basketball.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it. Like, I know that there was a lot of commentators, I believe it was Red Auerbach, not Red Auerbach, but the other Johnny Red Kerr, who came up with the Jordanaires. Like, he was like that, like, because that's how Jordan, it was Jordan and it was the rest of the Bulls.
Right.
And that's how it was for a long time, you know, until Pippen and Horace came along, and Phil Jackson and things started to gel.
Right.
But yeah, Mike was that dude. Mike is the reason the Bulls became internationally known. Like, let's just be honest. Michael Jordan is the reason they became internationally known. I also agree. Michael Jordan is 100% an asshole. I 100% agree with that. But to compete at the level that he did, I think you have to be a little bit of an ass. You can't be like nice to everybody. Like,
in order to be a champion like that, you gotta be an asshole because, yo, man, you know, you gotta put your team in check, nigga. Fuck that shit. He look, I don't lose. I'll punch you in your face by the top. Then I don't lose.
Sound like Heel Rock been rubbing off on you.
Hey, brother, ain't no more chance. ain't no more happy sing-alongs.
Ain't no more story.
Ain't no more. Story over.
My thing is this: y'all still took the checks from the Last Dance because y'all was in it.
Now, I'm not saying I don't want to hear his side of the story, but like everything you just said, you know, without the team, Mike wouldn't be where he is with the Bulls, and vice versa. I don't know if I need to know. Unless like the Last Dance really got some really major things wrong.
To me, the Last Dance was just like,
I don't know.
It was just like all them other championship videos.
Yeah,
it was just a look back. Once that documentary gets to the Phil Jackson era, we all know the story.
Right.
Like, there is nothing in that documentary that tells us anything different than all those championship videos that came out when they won did. Learn to fly, repeatables, same stuff.
Only thing I did know was just like, you know, how Michael was with other teammates in that Phil Jackson era. That I didn't know. Fine, but all the major stuff I already kind of knew already.
I mean, let's be honest. Detroit had whooped our ass. Like, they had whooped on the Bulls. Whooped them up. 100%.
That was a fight for our life.
And so
I remember them years.
Remember that. So after that last time that we lost to Detroit, they told Mike, you're not big enough to play with us. Mike, what did Mike do? Mike came back swole. Mike got brolic on him. Mike got brolic on him. And the Pistons put Mike in that mind state of never again.
Yeah.
They started that. What people don't really realize, the Pistons really lit that fire. Like, them ass whoopings from the bad boys. And then
that's competition.
That's
man.
competition.
And that's
and he stepped up.
And that became epic milestones for Chicago. For us, it showed us, determination, because people thought it was going to be washed. You know what I mean? Like, at the time. And, yeah, man, that was well celebrated. And unlike that shooting at the motherfucking Super Bowl celebration, we don't do that shit here. We definitely, we party and we celebrated our rings because we're champions, and that's how Gotham City / Chicago South Side niggas roll. You know what I mean?
So this was our Tony Zuko, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind hearing hitting their opinions, but we know Scotty got he got personal beef with Mike that is outside of basketball.
Right.
Yeah.
And Scotty, if you touring on a gripe, I don't respect it.
I'm getting kind of tired of those, to be honest, actually.
I don't really care about your personal gripe with Mike. I really care about. I mean, it's over now. Mike gone. Mike ain't think about you.
And it's like,
Right.
it's like, dude, I kind of don't care.
Yeah, Mike ain't think about you like that.
So what you care about, Corey? Welcome to the Fly Night Group Pod, man.
You care about Guile. You know anything about
Corey?
the ghost of Guile.
Where you been, Corey?
Where have I been? Well, I went to Frosty Fausting about a month ago.
How was that?
Frosty was actually really cool, really good.
So let them know what it is.
Yeah, what's Frosty
Frost
Face?
fighting game tournament similar to Combo Breaker. In my mind, it's almost like our winter Combo Breaker event. And shout out to a lot of Chicago guys placed in a lot of fighting games. We had brother Afterburn. He took, I think, 3rd place Street Fighter 6. We had
first place,
3rd place.
Who got first?
If
it's not Corey Greene, I want to hear about it.
No, I see players who compete in Frosties. A lot of them did place top 8 in Street Fighter 6 and Tekken 8. And I believe maybe guilty, I'm not sure. We had a lot of Chicago guys placing top 8 in the major games at Frosty Fausting, so I'm pretty proud of. And shout out to IPG and Kevin Fair and everybody there.
RPG.
So these are all the people that I need to give the Tanya Harding treatment so you can be number one. Damn.
Don't do that.
Break a few.
Hey, you like Street Fighter?
Burn a few fingernails. We don't do critical shit. We get the wrench, tighten them up real quick.
That was real like hype weekends. I think Royal Rumble's going on at the same time. It's a pretty big venue out on Lombard. We were Lombard to play games at the screen to watch for Rumble. It was a really good time, man.
How did you feel about the Rumble?
I didn't get a chance to see. I was busy at the.
He was busy in your own Rumble.
I was mostly spectating and playing games with people, playing with some people there.
Did you get in? Did you partake?
No. I was not.
He's a spectator.
I was not able to spectate. I was not able to compete in Frosty, unfortunately, but I will compete in Combo Break.
Well, why couldn't you compete in Frosty?
Yeah.
Because adulting.
Adulting.
Gotcha.
Yeah, this is the major. So the major, you get to pay like $100 tops to enter and $10 per game.
Oh, so each game you have to keep paying.
Yeah, each game you have to keep paying. So like this is a major. Even the spectator badge like over $100 too. But for what you pay, what the offers was really cool though. If you want to get in and play casual, and there's really casual rooms to play, there's plenty of rooms for whatever game you're interested in. Almost every game was there except Virtua Fighter. Any game you're remotely interested in, old or new, is probably there. Probably turning for. Most of them have probably had a stream for them. Then there's the main ballroom that showcased all the big games: Guilty Gear, Tekken 8, Street Fighter 6. I believe Smash Brothers. I'm not sure. I don't remember. And a lot of the big. MK1, if I'm not mistaken. All that stuff's all premiered in the main ballroom. Like the top, probably 32 or so.
Okay.
All right.
And shout out to Popcorn Baron, my boy Keith, who's the Popcorn Baron, who sells out of popcorn. Normally, he sell out this year. Unfortunately, we should sell a lot. If you ever go to these events and you want good popcorn, he has a variety of flavors.
He got caramel. He got the Garrus.
Bruh, he has stuff you ain't even thought of. He has like a ketchup flavor one. He has like a birthday
Ketchup.
cake.
Hey, wait, ketchup.
No,
Hold up now.
I'm dancing. I'm not making
That's
this up.
yeah, that's very random.
But birthday
Yeah.
cake tastes amazing.
Birthday
No.
popcorn.
No, I had flavorful.
Yeah, I've had
popcorn.
flavor popcorn. It's the ketchup one.
But the-
Ketchup one is getting me.
Yeah, this is one of them. He has tons of different flavors, man. He has barbecue chicken. He has ranch. He has all.
The chicken flavor. Popcorn.
I don't know.
The stuff that sounds crazy actually tastes good.
But it tastes like barbecue chicken.
Either barbecue or barbecue chicken.
I mean, I've had barbecue popcorn, like popcorn.
Yeah, of
barbecue
course.
popcorn.
Yeah,
I've had that.
yeah.
It's the chicken part that I'm
Yeah.
like. How do you get the chicken flavor in there? They ground up some chicken and sprinkle it.
Yeah, I may be exaggerating. I don't know he has a barbecue one. He has like at least probably 40, 50 different flavors of popcorn. And normally every event he sells out.
Just give me the Garrett mix.
No, give his stuff a try, man. His stuff's actually pretty good.
All right, so
At least try the birthday cake. That one you won't be.
I hear you on that.
Oh, we at Hill Rock, by the way.
Yeah. Hill Rock, man. We gotta get to the Hill Rock, man. So
What's the Hill Rock business going on? I've not been.
The Rock.
well, let me tell you something, bro. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter what you do.
Because he's an asshole again.
Yeah, asshole again, man. He got the Versace vest on and shit, man.
Wait.
Did he go back to the corporate champion?
Did he have a Stone Medusa Versace? Did he classic Versace? Or did he
You don't have the man purse, does he?
So go ahead, Chauncey, get into it. Why?
So
explain why
basically,
he's-
Hill Rock is back on the scene here, and he is causing disruption in Cody's story to get back at Roman.
yeah.
So now all of a sudden, Rock talking all this family biz, bloodline.
The bloodline is
so many people?
so many.
It's like all the Samoans in the
Acknowledge.
Pretty much.
like everyone from the island is in there.
What's with that vest he got on?
Back to Nation of Domination, baby.
Oh man! Wow!
It's like
that vest is.
36 Mafia card. They want their vest back.
Look at the tiger on the back of that son of a bitch.
It's like Nation of Domination and Hollywood Rock combined. This was this variation of Rock.
Yeah.
Wow. That vest.
So he's back and he's the heel because actually the plan was that Rock was going to go against Roman Reigns after for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But the fans didn't even fuck with that. They wanted Cody because that's what
Well, because Cody won.
Yeah, Cody won. That's
Cody won in Rome.
you know, this is new age, and they ain't with Rock is the star of the show type shit. Like you still the Rock, that's dope.
Yeah.
But you know,
Can't come out
Don't
of
come here
nowhere.
and disrupt
yeah, right. You just can't come out of nowhere.
kicking over my table.
So so they was like, all right. So now they gonna flip it as the Rock is the heel now, and I don't know what they're gonna do. Who they gonna go after? But
They got the Rocky Sucks chance coming back.
yeah, Rocky sucks and all this shit. Yeah, but he win it.
Eating it up.
Right.
He win it. So I fuck with it because this Rock. He'll roast your ass, dude, with no regard. It is funny as fuck. So
See,
Rock is
what's tripped out about the
very entertaining.
Almost anything he says is funny.
Yeah,
I don't
pretty
care
much.
what it is. He says the most ridiculous thing. Only The Rock can make it funny. I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
For
Rock
Cody
is
fans as Cody Crybabies.
Yeah, Cody Crybaby.
They even got memes out now online where it got Rock face and it's like, fuck your story. Wow.
So,
Getting down, man.
So yeah, that brings us to the Elimination Chamber.
Yes, sir.
Check that out.
I checked out the Elimination Chamber, and for the most part, I consider it a high mid, mainly because like some of the
You said a
side,
high mid.
yeah, because like some of the side
How you
matches,
microcosm mid?
It's a bad mid and a good mid.
Low mid, that's a high mid.
I guess like a mid.
All right, let's
But
go.
like-
I'm normally not high when I have a mid, but okay.
High mid at all.
gotta make it work. But only reason why I say it's high mid because maybe like the matches in between the Elimination Chamber matches were just so. Like you had a women's tag match, you had a men's tag match.
So it's like an album with like 3 really solid songs and the rest is all
Right.
No, okay, I got you.
So overall, the main hits were the women's elimination chamber, which Becky Lynch won, And your participants include Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, Tiffany Stratton, Naomi, Liv Morgan, and Raquel Rodriguez, who recently came back.
Naomi on it. Anyway.
But I would say the MVPs, even though Becky Lynch won, I would give to both Bianca Belair and Tiffany Stratton.
So Bianca Belair, she didn't win?
Nah, she didn't win.
So how you get eliminated?
So basically how it works is that you have 2 women start off, then like every 10 minutes or 5 to 10 minutes, another competitor comes in. And then it's like whoever gets pinned first, you know, that's how you get eliminated. And
so you get pinned up.
Yeah. You basically get pinned out on still as one sole survivor.
Okay.
So that's how that happens.
That's a tough fight.
Yeah, and the way they be throwing around each other in and through that cage ain't no joke.
Because you got to fight to a pin. You're not getting tossed out. You can still be, you know, up on your chain.
So you could be. So is it a case of where you could pin someone, then someone come behind you while you pinning someone and just wheel on you and pin you?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
no holds barred. Okay. Got you.
What did I smell?
You get it. You get it.
Then you got the men's version. And in the men's version, you had Randy Orton, Bobby Lashley, LA Knight.
She still wrestle?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Who else we have? Kevin Owens.
Ain't nothing else Bobby Lashley could do.
He may have a PhD. I don't know.
That overhyped jabroni Logan Paul.
Okay.
And who the
He
hell?
made this little space in WWE though.
Like they say he take it seriously.
Yeah.
Like they say he take the training seriously at least.
Yeah.
I mean, he's already a character is a character. He's been a character.
Yeah,
True.
absolutely.
But apparently
there's
he's
only
taking
so many times you're going to do these boxing events.
Yeah,
you know?
right.
But from what I've heard, because when I found out he was wrestling, that he takes the training like real serious. Like he don't fuck around when it comes to the training. Like of course the matches he has to put on the personality, but
right. Exactly.
I hear in training that it's like he's actually like working, and I can respect that. Like because wrestling is about persona, and so if he's cultivating, I'm still gonna be a YouTube asshole, but I'm actually putting in the physical work so they know I'm doing it. And then I watched one of his matches and he was selling his stuff. It was all right.
Oh wow.
The ladies getting down.
Homie.
Damn, that was a knee to the face right there.
It's a face right there.
I was face to butt. Let's just be honest about that. Let's just call it what it is. Let's call it what it is.
Yeah, man.
But now in the men's one, they
Bianca.
threw down also.
So Rhea wasn't. That's Rhea.
No, that's Raquel Rodriguez.
Okay.
Now
What did Rhea do?
Rhea was in the main event because this was in her hometown, Perth, Australia.
Oh, right. So
And-
she won.
Yeah. So she threw down. It was a real emotional moment. She beat Nia Jax, and
like it wasn't no.
no, it wasn't no fluke stuff. They was going like power for power. Like
So this was a real match. It was no interference, none.
no. Like it was so cold. She superplexed Nia off the top of the ropes.
Oh wow.
And Nia, a big girl.
Yeah, that's
so,
a big.
Yeah.
But going back to the men's side.
I'm wild, but anyway.
But going back on the men's side, Drew McIntyre ended up being the winner.
Oh, okay.
But here's the crazy part. Randy Orton could have won, but Logan Paul being Logan Paul took some brass knucks and popped them.
Oh, really?
Because Orton eliminated him, gave him an RKO and all that.
Oh, so he was out. So
Yeah,
he came back around.
Right. But here's another crazy part in it too. For LA, Bobby Lashley was the first one to get eliminated. So while LA Knight and Drew McIntyre was going at it, next thing you know, out of the blue, AJ Styles come out with a steel chair, give LA Knight a mollywhopping with the chair, like back-to-back multiple chair shots, like nonstop.
People
Like
would jump in?
yeah, that's the crazy part. Like say like I just said, if somebody got eliminated, they open up the cage, somebody could just run in out of nowhere and just interfere. Logan Paul did it last year to Seth Rollins.
Okay.
So
So
Well, I mean, it's no holds barred. Right?
No holds barred, no swap chase.
Just run up in. I'm in here. I'm back.
Are you gonna wait till I get out this chamber to do this? I shoot niggas. But nah, man, that's dope. So damn, Bianca caught a bad one on that.
Yeah, she did.
She's dope though.
Oh yeah, she's definitely dope.
So yeah. So was you entertained overall? You said it was a high mid, so that's.
I mean, yeah, I was entertained by those main 3 matches because those are the ones I was really looking forward to anyway.
Okay.
Like I said, all the other ones, it was just so-so. And the only other thing that really happened in there was they had,
Rock didn't show up.
Nah, nobody bloodline showed up. So the only thing that happened, that one Australian dude, Grayson Walker, the real annoying one, he had a little talk show on there, and Cody and Seth came on there, and Cody basically challenged Rock to a match. So I don't know if it's going to take place on SmackDown or whatever, but Seth was like, all right, if that's the case, I want you to see this through. Coming out to it, I'll be in your corner.
So that might go the rest of man.
So that's that. So he's gonna support Cody against the Rock. So that's more bloodline drama.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's all creating bloodline drama. So
they're going to bring the Shield back.
Is that the story of the year? Bloodline? Is that going to be the
Machinist?
Yeah.
Interesting.
All right. So that's top of the turnbuckle.
Video game news next.
We can
Final
get
Fantasy.
into
Hold on, Brett. Before you even we'll stop at that. I don't know if you know, Capcom Cup's happening right now. The final day, right now.
Today is the final day
for the Capcom Cup. What's the Capcom? Yeah, what is the Capcom Cup?
It's pretty much Street Fighter Super Bowl for the world.
Oh, for the world Street Fighter! I didn't know there was a world tournament for Street Fighter.
Yes, this year is different because they didn't do a point system for this season. They did it by region, so we even have some people, representation players from Africa playing and representing in Capcom Cup. Their format is vastly different. This Capcom Cup took like about 5 or 6 days or so, and they had a different group format.
How do we get Corey Greene in the Capcom Cup?
That's a very good question for me. Need to practice and probably be 10 years.
What do you mean practice?
Don't put no age on it.
Let me finish. I can tell you, brother.
Put no age on it.
I can tell you, brother. Why? Because you represent a whole region. That means you have to win multiple.
There's only one player from that region.
You have to win those majors. From and your region, your country, represent your country to play. Another way is like this is last chance qualifier. So this tournament is pretty much the best of the best of the best.
This
is probably harder than you.
What I'm saying here is, so you my Apollo Creed, I'm gonna put you against a Russian guy. How you make that happen?
How made that happen?
Yeah, how I made that happen?
That's a very good question.
How you made that happen?
I have no idea yet. I don't know if any Russian representation for Capcom.
I don't even know where that shit going.
But Evo has a lot of players all around the world to come play, and Capcom Cup is the one for. Well, there's the Evo and there's Capcom Cup, and Capcom Cup was specifically for Street Fighter 6.
Now, why do you say you need to be 10 years younger though?
Because I need to win majors to do that. There's a lot of competition. There's a lot of guys that's really
so good. You just can't train. You just can't train and do it at the age you are now. Why you got to age restrict yourself?
You know, every guy will move.
Well, technically 3 and 3.
You know every move. Hey, I ain't gonna take this. You're not going to be beating me, and then you can't get in the Capcom Cup.
You know how hard it is to get in the Capcom Cup? Are you serious?
You're good enough, dude. What the fuck? You and those players, who's those other niggas you roll with then?
People I play with.
Who's that motherfucker who play with old girl Marisa all the goddamn time?
You mean Joe?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about him?
What about him? Why not in the cups? We ain't getting none of the cups.
Joe making comic books.
Joe doing he can make some king in the cups.
You said, why ain't you in the cups? You ain't in none of the cups.
Ain't none of the cups, man.
I ain't won no majors, that's why. I won the majors, I can tell you something.
I'm sorry, bud.
It's all good.
But Capcom Cup is tough.
Oh, okay.
So I think even Frosty had about, for Street Fighter 6, they had how many players?
But you so pretty much
See, I look at
so
numbers.
pretty much I'm coming to Combo Breaker to give you like 100% support this year, and I expect
I'm
results.
getting back in that group.
I expect results.
I'm getting back
I
in
expect
that
results.
group.
I'm
Y'all niggas
I'ma get you the- gonna get you the hand.
Y'all all masters of all the players.
They're all masters.
I'm gonna get you that the hand
So-
grip thing.
So when you're a master, don't that mean you could go and fight the world? That's what Street Fighter's about. It is about fighting the world.
Warrior, but I never planned to be a master.
No, you a man, aren't you, Gal
I'm
Master?
a gal man.
A what?
That Gal is his main. He's saying that's his main.
But aren't you ranked master on Gal?
Not yet.
Okay.
Well, when you mentioned I am making the stream of my road to master.
Okay.
And yes, there's some of the guys aren't in my group. They are a master.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have Kimberly and Master rank friends in there. I got a
Ooh,
Marissa.
is she master?
Of course, one of my friends uses JP. He's master rank.
Yeah, I seen him too. He a terror, a menace.
Yeah, he's
A menace.
He's
A
a menace.
fucking menace. You mean to tell me y'all can't get a cup? I'm better with that shit.
You back on the
2024, y'all getting a cup. Get in that group chat, man. I'm gonna be a menace in that group chat.
Yeah, y'all need. I need Corey Green champion,
Yeah,
not
man.
Corey Green casual weekend
No,
warrior.
it's
I need
casual
Corey Green
watching.
champion.
You act like Raul for real and shit. Just watching.
I need you wandering these arcades like Kane will come through.
And more Street Fighter 6 news. We're getting Ed is dropping. I believe this.
And tell me who Ed is, because I ain't excited about this guy.
Also means you don't know. Okay,
No, I
let
don't.
me explain. Ed is a you know how M Bison's work. He has host bodies.
Yeah.
So Street Fighter 4, I think Seth was going to be a host body, but became a clone body for M Bison, and it wasn't done growing. Balrog like pretty much raised him.
Ed.
Yeah, so he kind of
Why you act like you ain't gonna push me around no more?
because he's abused with psycho power, and he was like raised by Balrog.
That's what you actually said. I ain't joking.
You'll even see it early at Street Fighter 4. So you can find Street Fighter 4 like animated endings, look him up, you'll see him being helped about Balrog. Balrog kind of pretty much practically raised him. So Balrog is kind of like his pseudo father figure.
Okay.
And it is imbued with
So
psycho
he used the
power.
boxing style.
Now in this game he totally did. At first he kind of didn't, but in Street Fighter 6 now he totally does. He has no kicks now. He's
No
totally
kicks.
boxing.
Totally boxing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, let's check out the trailer, you'll see.
All right, so
Like Balrog, right?
yeah.
Yeah, but now also with psycho power, so you can use the psycho powers like grab an opponent and bring him near him. You can use a throw out a psycho ball.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
He can negate fireballs.
You cheating bastard. You cheating bastard.
He's a pain in the ass.
Cheating bastard.
He's kind of a pain in the ass.
I like how in video games where people can throw
Playing
lightning
with him
bolts.
No, because he's not out yet. He's at Capcom Cup now. People to play him for the first time at Capcom Cup. We're also getting a balance update probably with Ed. I saw
They in a tournament with Ed.
No, because Ed's not available.
They just playing on the side.
They have him
like
available. Hey, this is a new character that's going to be coming out.
special release use.
I was about to say people jumping in on Ed.
Although his hair necked the hell out of me, but
Yeah, you look like
his style.
You know, not gonna push me around. We'll cut your hair, Ed.
Well, yeah, he definitely has that. He got that emo haircut.
Yeah.
He got the emo cut.
Like what my friends see in our chat, they call him hobo, emo, hip hop, something. It was 4 things he said about him. Solely true. Edgelord is what it was.
I don't see the edgelord part, but I see the emo.
No, he totally edgelord. If you know a personality from the past, this game.
Oh, he got that footwork though. Look at that footwork, bro. Look at that footwork. Jeez. My man tapped on him. Bam. I like it. I didn't even think about it like that. But I like the tap tap.
Okay,
I like the tap tap. I like the tap tap. I like.
Oh, he got a little pullback at you.
Yeah, that's the psycho power. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And we're waiting on Akuma.
Man, that's what I'm telling you.
I'm actually
I
almost
want
a little
Akuma,
afraid
not
what Akuma does.
dancing Ed.
I don't know, man. That them combos are right.
Yeah.
Ed got hair.
He got hands.
He really got hands now.
That's how it's done.
Oh, it's Ken. Beat him up, Ken.
That's bum Ken. Almost Ken.
Almost Ken.
Speaking of DLC, we're getting Eddie Gordo, I believe, next month for Tekken 8.
For Tekken 8.
Yeah.
That's been kind of long awaited for Eddie to come out, right? Like they announced that a while ago, right?
Yeah, this
That's what I thought.
DLC. We're getting like one character per season, so we're gonna get, I guess, 4 characters this year. They have not announced the other 3, so the first one's gonna be Eddie Gordo.
So, all right. So, fighting game news. Let's get into the fantasy.
Oh man, bro.
How you liking it?
It's fine.
Well, congrats.
Hold up! Shoot up! Shoot 'em up! Shoot 'em up! Shoot 'em up!
PS5.
Nice.
Yes!
I
Good
will,
job!
I will be streaming. I will stream Final Fantasy most week until launch. I will be streaming integrated. So I will be chance to play it.
So, oh, okay.
DLC, I didn't play it. And I will be streaming Rebirth. I kind of want to play Crisis Core beforehand. I may just say screw it and just go ahead and play the Rebirth and get the Crisis Core later if I have to. And last week I did go see Final Fantasy F and Children in the theater. That was a cool experience to see that movie in the theater.
Yeah, I've seen it twice in the theater, so I didn't. I didn't feel the.
Yeah, well, this is not the new one. This ain't anything new.
No, it's the Advent Children one. So I had seen it a couple times in there. I do love that story in particular. Just like the little mini wrap up after things. Yeah, after 7. But yeah, I mean, I definitely will end up playing the complete Final Fantasy remake.
Now, you guys have said that Final Fantasies are different. You know, you like your 14.
Yeah, I mean, I like a lot of them.
Yeah,
but right now, I'm just heavy in the 14.
14.
I'm on my 14 right
So
now.
you never played a remake at all?
Yeah, I played the first part.
So you finished it?
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Yeah. Yeah, my son that got it, and I just played. I got pretty much we played it alongside each other.
So do you like this in comparison of?
Yeah, it's I mean, it's as someone who played the original 7, I appreciate the remake. There are some of the simplistic elements that are obviously gone now. Like there's no longer turn based, there's more action RPG. RPG.
That will pull me in.
But I do like I like it. I like the little bit of changes that they've made to the story. So far, they've kept the story intact, made a couple of little edits here and there, but I'm all right with it.
Now it's funny you mentioned this. I did a replay.
So this is just a remake of the old game.
Better.
Yeah,
Actually, even better. It's almost like a
it's Doom.
HD remix,
It's Doom.
HD upgrade, but a new version of the old game.
It's Doom. Yeah, it's like Doom.
We're gonna get into that Doom talk too. I can't wait.
It's pretty much like
I can't wait.
Consider Final Fantasy VII the original Doom, like the one that came out for PlayStation, and this to be the updated version, because this was this game. I mean, Final Fantasy VII is an iconic game.
Yeah, he is. Okay.
Yeah, Final Fantasy VII is an iconic game.
Now, I played it again recently, and I only enforce it. As much as I love it, I've only played it and beat it once back in the day. So a lot of things I forgot. I still feel like it really holds up and has so much charm for a game that's probably like 25 years old.
Well, it was the first game that I played where the story was so compelling, like was so engrossing that I really didn't care if it wasn't like I didn't feel like I was playing a game anymore. I felt like I was in this story.
Now that game really changed JRPGs. These 4 American players.
Yeah.
Before Final Fantasy VII, a lot of people did not play RPGs, not especially JRPGs.
Mm-hmm.
So even among my friend group, I had like 10 friends. 3 of us was playing it. When that game came out, it gave my other friends who never played JRPG before played that when they were in for life after. So this is literally was like a monumental game when it came back way back in 1997.
Yeah, it was game changing.
Game I saw that had a billboard for advertising. I was like, wait, it's advertising on the billboard in the west side of Chicago? Seriously?
Yeah, I mean it was a home run for Square Enix, but Square Enix was already big in Japan.
Yeah.
This was their American grab right here, because the games themselves took off in Japan. A lot of people don't know the first one was named Final Fantasy because it was supposed to be the last game Square Enix put out.
Yeah.
Like they were going under.
They were going under.
They were going under when they put out the first Final Fantasy, and it took off. It was such a hit. And then
they made different variations of the Final Fantasy and created its own universe. I thought it was something particular about the word Final Fantasy And I thought it was something, but that
No, they were a company. They were a company that was on the way out the door. They made a hit game with their last entry became their best entry and launched an entire line of stuff.
So I got into this game a little bit later. I got into the remake, Final Fantasy VII. I always heard about the lore. I just never had the time and just the patience to sit down with it because I wasn't an RPG fan. I don't like the stop motion bullshit.
That's why I said the new game brings a lot of people in. Even the old game brought people in, and now this game, I have a friend who's a fighting game dude like me, Chauncey knows I'm talking about Roddy.
Yeah.
Roddy never played this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
The only the action games like Devil May Cry and Tekken.
Yeah. Give me that.
He fell in love with it.
Yeah. And that's what I did. So I played the demo for the first one. I was like, wow, swinging on kill. Oh, this the whole game? You can do this whole game? All right, I could do this. And then you could lead the team and oh, fuck with me if you want to. I wish we did have an online with you. Stop, fuck y'all up on that shit. Ain't no way y'all could be this.
And what's fun?
Like if you gave the old game a chance with the real time.
You bring the beast in.
What's funny is that to take it back to Final Fantasy 14 for a second, it's because that formula worked so well with Final Fantasy 14 that they used it on 7 because that's how 14 played from the start.
Okay.
Even with the turn
with the live action.
Yeah. Everything was happening. Everything was happening right then.
The turn-based stuff is an acquired taste because it's gonna be a slow burn in the beginning for the old game. When you get like really rolling, you do a lot of crazy battles and ridiculous stuff.
Yeah, and it don't even feel turn based anymore. Towards like it feels turn based in the beginning because it's because what Final Fantasy does instead of giving you a tutorial is they force you to walk before you run. Like they make it where you can't get to this part. You can't just say I'm gonna go here and start doing this. They like nope. We take you through each of these little motions, each of these cities, each of these things to show you how to play the game without telling you it's a tutorial.
That's every fun.
And then sometimes this game, certain parts of this game almost like ramps up a bit because one part of the game, remember the frog area?
Yeah.
We're like, you gotta deal with status effects. If you're not, it's not about out fighting that battle. You gotta be prepared to have the right stuff to handle what's going on. If you don't, you're gonna die. That's what the game teaches you.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's everything. I believe
everything matters.
Yeah, everything matters.
Learn how to use everything at the right given time for the right enemies. Because man, I mean, you can level up your character, but there's some bosses on here that's definitely a challenge, and the game is a challenge in itself. And that's what interests me a lot. You know what I mean? I love the story because it gets to that innocence, the story is real. And with this one, got Sephiroth on here. And you get to play with him on that demo, dude. He a beast. That motherfucker's a beast.
Let's talk about this fool.
Go ahead.
In the original game, well, first you do know remake. The entire game remake takes place in Midgar. Midgar in the original game was like the first 2 or 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
It's barely the first 10% of the game.
Uh-huh.
When you leave Midgar and you start going out in the world, there's this big giant monster snake that you're just too weak to deal with. You can't, although you definitely can fight him and beat him in the game. Sephiroth watches him with no problem. He leaves his head on the stake. That's how powerful he is. The game tells you, you're not ready yet.
In the game, he go nutty. I ain't going to spoil it, but he go nutty.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And let me guess, you were probably in Nibelheim in the demo and showed the flashback.
Yeah.
Yeah. It showed the time they were in Nibelheim when him and I were friends and he found this important.
Right.
Yeah, missed in Nibelheim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So because all of this is when Final Fantasy VII came out, it was 3 discs.
Yes.
3 discs or yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I never got that shit because that's I was kind of overwhelmed with that shit.
Yeah, if you've never played things like that.
But now they split it up, so now this is this too.
Yeah,
this is more than this.
This is more than
got this off this one.
Yeah, the story where you are right now is not off this one yet.
Let's say this is the entire game, and this is Midgar. This is remake. Everything remake is just Midgar. The first 3 hours.
You aren't even off. You're not even out of the first act of the story.
Not even first act.
Y'all just getting me ahead of it.
You're not out of the first act of the story.
So how many hours is this? 100 hours?
Possibly. I think this game can be more open world now. But now you're out in the world. There's a lot that happen when you leave.
I'm thinking you're looking at 200 plus hours to finish this.
And my guess is probably gonna end off
entire story.
Maybe.
This part probably the middle. Matter of fact, I don't even wonder will this go into disc 2 from this game. Will this just be like the 75% of disc 1 and the rest of disc 2? I'm not sure yet. But initially we're getting 3 games.
Because
like, you might be right, maybe 100-hour game.
Because disc 1 ends with the death of Eris.
Spoiler alert, yeah.
But man, at this point, I ain't worried about spoiling Final Fantasy VII story. We all know Eris died.
For anybody else who don't know, not you know.
Well, yeah, everyone knows there. Like, even if you just Google Final Fantasy VII, the death of Eris is one of the top
Although
things
I
come
can't
up.
believe in this game she's not going to die. It may be somebody else.
That would be a start thing.
It better not be Tifa.
Yeah, because Tifa
alive.
Because the cool thing about this game is probably not going to do the original game 1-to-1. 7 remake kind of didn't do it, but they even said in the next game there's going to be almost anything can happen from this point.
Feels like we got a new game.
Even I'm not sure what's going to happen.
Well, that's good because I want to play it, and that's what I got. Now I can't wait. In a couple of days, I will be talking about my review for getting to a portion of
portion.
Right, and I'll be and some of the crazy stuff. You play the piano. People making YouTube videos of like playing different scores or different music. Like I'm gonna play Biggie on the piano on Final Fantasy Rebirth.
Nice.
I always try to do the what's that? Shimmy, shimmy, y'all. That's all my piano tests that we read. But I played that part, and I was like, I wonder how many people who's going to do this
right now.
I was like, dude, that's some fancy fingers. Because it's kind of cool how to do it. I was like, all right, dude. Like, yeah, if you know your music, you can actually play on.
If you're a music guy, I think you'll even find something. If you're a music guy, you'll probably find something on your own.
Yeah, because even on 14, the bards, once you become a bard, you can play the harp and you can play stuff like rock songs, rap songs. You just have to learn how to string them.
Let's go. So I'm going to get into. I mean, I like this game anyway. This is the Final Fantasy that pulled me in. I really enjoyed this. As far as a gamer and playing, sometimes I like solo games and shit, and this is definitely solo game to smoke.
I'll definitely
smoke to this, play this, and enjoy it. This is Final Fantasy VII Remake, Rebirth, coming soon. PS5. Welcome to the PS5 community, sir.
I would suggest clear your plate of other one-player games you're playing just to play this.
Yeah, actually clear everything. That's what I did last night. Because I got
shut it down.
To put that shit on the externals, man. Because this boy is going to be heavy loading, and I just want to get it over with. So yeah, cool. So all right,
Staples has a show apparently.
Y'all watched it?
I have not. What'd you think, Chauncey?
So, based off what I've watched of it, it's 5 episodes. It's like 25, 30 minutes per episode. So it's an easy stream for a day. Based off what I've watched, it's an overall mid for me, mainly because I feel like 5 episodes. Hey man, just call it what it is. It's like when I found out that Kane Barris had a hand in the show.
Now who's that?
He is the creator of Blackish, Grownish. And he created that Netflix show Black AF, where he was trying a little too hard on that one. So when
you say too hard, trying too hard,
basically in terms of the comedy, like when it came to Blackish, I think with the combination of his writing and somebody with comedic talent like that of Anthony Anderson, it worked just fine. And then to have also Chicago's own Dion Cole, who plays kind of like a side character in the series, all that panned out fine. Then Grownish, which was basically like, a spinoff of Blackish because it features the kids of Anthony Anderson in college. That's where you had like the whole Chloe and Haley movement happen because they were on the show. And then it gravitated towards, young blacks, whether you late in high school or early in college or whatever. It gravitated down.
Man, I ain't never watched none of that shit. So anyway,
but anyhow, it's like
that's good.
honestly saw a few episodes. I like it a little bit.
All right. You watching?
Blackish.
Yeah.
It's all right.
So anyway,
So
they
basically,
they don't need to keep sticking on the mid. So
no, so basically, like King of Bears was trying to create his own rendition of Atlanta, but using Van Staples in LA.
so that's what I felt, and that's why I watched from this show.
Mhm.
I had to detach myself a little bit because I was like, okay, Netflix is making it in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And I was looking at that instead of just watching the show for itself.
Right.
Because it was obviously like writing in a certain tone, like the tone and the nature, the shots, the
Yeah.
cinematography. It was all kind of Atlanta-ish, man. And you know how much I cherish Atlanta on this show.
same here.
And, you know, just one of my personal favorite shows beyond since the Boondocks is gone. Gotta have something, you know what I mean?
Right.
So, you know, that was my show. So watching this, I was like, damn. Man. I was like, I don't know. So
And
yeah,
like,
continue.
truthfully, the only episodes I really truly got laughs out of was like probably 3, 4, and some of 5.
So which I like the one with the robbery. Which episode?
That was 2.
That was 2. Okay, well, the bank robbery was kind of clever because like he
I
knew
give
the
it that.
robbers and all that
Yeah.
shit. It was kind of throwback to the dead presidents and
Mhm.
shit. So I fuck with that one. As far as laughs though, and just watching this trailer, it wasn't about laughs. It was more about like, and see, that's why I say it was like Atlanta because it's more conceptual.
Right.
You know, it was about Vince Staples going out and his world get crazy. So it's situational. You know what I mean? Like similar to like, you know, Atlanta where old boy will just probably go out and get something to milk. No, he like Paperboy's going out to get a haircut
Right.
with the barber and the barber sitting around the world and all that mischief and all that shit. That's situational. And Paperboy never got the haircut, right? You know what I mean? So, you know, so it was kind of like Vince Staples going through this crazy shit and then come back home to his girl and it's like, yeah, I'm just chilling. You know what I mean? So it was kind of cool with mixed messages, all the deep messages in there and shit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And from what I'm told too, that supposedly they did an additional 5 episodes, but
And by the way, your shirt is fucking dope, dude. Like,
Yeah, I said the same thing
Sure,
earlier.
but supposedly there's like 5 more episodes they did, but something going on between him and Netflix behind the scenes.
What,
So,
budgeting?
I think it might be budgeting issues.
It might be budgeting, or they might just not want to push. I don't know.
They may have
I
felt
guess
it to
they
me
wanna-
too.
I guess they want to see how these first 5 do.
Right, they may have felt it was a mid too, and like, all right, let's see how these chart, and then we'll put out the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's hit or miss, you know.
Yeah.
And like I said, it was some decent episodes, you know. But yeah, I think overall, I don't know.
Just kind of like a pass.
You can check it out if you want.
That is like a ring in
Check it
there.
out if you want.
Gotcha.
See
Why was in Atlanta?
I mean, if you like, and
I like that. I love
But
Atlanta.
Atlanta, dope.
Atlanta was dope.
I say
Yeah.
check out
I already went to Atlanta. I probably watch Atlanta first.
Yeah, well, watch Atlanta first. That's why I was. Yeah, that's a good better
'Cause
one.
I've been wanting to.
Yeah, watch Atlanta first and then watch this if you want to.
Well, back to video games. Borderlands had a trailer.
I haven't seen it. How is it?
Let's see it.
Oh yeah, the Borderlands. I'm sorry.
Borderlands
Movie. Yeah.
So yeah, let's get into that. Borderlands. I'll call it Borderline.
It's a Madonna song.
Borderlands trailer is based off the video game from when did the video game come out?
When the first one came out?
Yeah.
Ooh.
20 years ago?
Yeah, the first Borderlands. It's
If not 20, at least 15.
like 15 to 20 years ago.
Oh no.
We on 3 Borderlands now.
yeah,
Yeah, true.
We on the third
Four,
Borderlands.
nah, it's 3.
We on Borderlands 3 is
Did the first come out on PS3?
I want to say yeah.
the first one did
Yeah,
come out.
PS3.
So I actually like the look of this.
Yeah, visually.
Visually, it looked
decent.
cool. Some people compare this automatically with Guardians of the Galaxy.
But it's already kooky like that in the game.
And
Yeah,
that's
the
why
game is already on it,
and
yeah.
The game is kooky, so it
Yeah.
actually matched the world
Yeah.
of the Borderlands. So I was like, all right, I fuck with it. So a lot of unknown people will say, oh yeah, it looked like this. No, like, no, actually it looked like Borderland, like you just said, Corey. So
yeah, Borderlands is wild. Like as a game, it's wild.
The game, the dialect is wild.
Yeah.
The dialogue is wild. The game itself, you get into some wild like that shit. That's wild.
One of my closest friends play this, so he's big in the Borderlands.
Okay, and there's a lot. Now I don't like that.
That was not a
I think that's bad.
that was not a good endorsement either.
Yeah, that's bad.
Not Uncharted.
From the producer of at least it's not the writer, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean that's all you can do.
I think
It's hard.
But I wouldn't have ruined my trailer with that. They ruined the trailer. We don't need that part.
No,
Because
Well, you know what? That may appeal to people who don't know nothing about it, like normies. I get.
But when you say producer of his name is in part of this, so from the I don't know who the guy his name produced. I don't know who that guy is. If it had said like produced by James Gunn, then I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But I don't want Guardians Me Too.
Right.
That's what I don't want.
I mean, but the tone overall does look like the game. And it feels like the game.
Some people are tripping on the casting though, like Kate Blanchett.
Yeah,
too old.
Yeah, the casting really.
Kevin Hart. I mean, I don't like serious Kevin Hart. I see that movie with this serious Kevin Hart. It made me laugh.
And but
like, look at him trying to be serious.
Borderlands ain't serious anyway. You can have fun. Yeah, you can have fun with this.
Yeah, you have a lot of fun with this.
You can have fun with Borderlands. Yeah,
this game is real
I
out
mean,
there.
I just don't like Kevin Hart anyway, so I don't know.
But I wouldn't say Kate Blanchett is too old for the role. I mean,
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Curtis. And she plays Street Fighter.
And Jack Black as what's that?
Jack Black a fool.
Who's the voice? What's that robot name?
I forgot the robot name.
That's the only character I know is that robot. The other characters I don't know.
I mean, Jack.
What's the name of the robot?
I enjoy
I
Jack.
forgot his name.
I enjoy Jack
And
Black.
old girl with the bunny ears. She played young Gamora in Endgame.
Oh yeah.
That's all really?
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, that's what's
I
up.
forgot the actor's actual
She
name.
Claptrap.
Claptrap.
That's the name.
I mean, he did a great job as as King Koopa.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Because that Peaches shit is iconic. The Peaches.
It's all America singing that song. Yeah.
So I'm gonna check it out because I kind of like Borderlands when I played it. And when I seen this, I was like, all right, it's probably gonna be Hollywood. I don't know from the producers of them niggas, but other than that,
I mean,
it looked cool.
At worst, it'll be a B-list
I'm
sci-fi
not putting any
action.
stakes on it.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Nothing like
yeah.
I'm taking too serious anyway. So
Exactly.
it looked like just one of them cool little movies. I don't know. Maybe
It'll
it'll
fall-
be the change of video game movies being translated to film.
They're getting better.
It could fall into that Twisted Metal vein because Twisted Metal was
And they're
good.
starting to care.
Right. That's true.
Yeah.
They're starting to care what they make. Not making. We're gonna make what we wanted to.
And-
we're not taking it seriously. No.
And I promised Ambi I would watch Halo. Because he's been pushing at it.
We need to watch Halo just to review it ourselves anyway. So I was going to check that out.
And then we
today,
got another trailer, Boy Kills World.
Boy Kills World.
And that is produced by our guy, Mr. Sam Raimi.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yep. He's one of the producers.
He produced it?
Now you have my interest. Now.
Well, I mean, he didn't.
My attention.
He produced it, but who wrote and directed it? that's the. But I guess Sam Raimi putting his money. He doesn't really put his money behind much. He's kind of picky on that regard.
Yeah.
So, like, it's certain names you can trust when they say produced by. Like, you hear produced by Steven Spielberg. Like, okay, I trust Steven Spielberg's judgment.
Let's get into it. What's this movie about, Chauncey?
So basically, from what this is, it's kind of like in the vein of say like movies like Battle Royale, The Running Man, things of that nature. And it's about this young guy who is deaf and mute. That means he can't talk and he can barely hear, but he can like basically react. So basically, he's thrown into this really cartoonish like
Squid Game
Running Man,
thing.
Running Man type scenario where he has to fight his way to. Looks like he has to save his younger sister or whatever like that from these people that he's fighting for.
Mm-hmm.
So he's trying to wage a one man war, and eventually he gets some comrades help him take down this
Wicked
and he was a video game enthusiast apparently. So so kids keep playing your video games, but also work out.
The man. And be a beast like your boy Bill Skarsgård right here. And I'm more and more I'm seeing Bill Skarsgård and stuff.
Hey, the Skarsgård family right now is pretty on point with their acting.
Is he in any superhero movies?
He was in John Wick, the last one.
I know.
Yeah.
I say
He was-
superhero.
No, he hasn't been in superhero movies yet. Sam Raimi produced it, executive produced it.
Nah,
And but of course everybody else knows him from being Pennywise in the new It movies.
Yes.
Okay.
Because his brother is a dope actor too. Andrew.
Oh yeah.
But there's a real physical
Role, yeah.
role.
Oh wow, that's bananas.
So that's why I was asking. Have you been in any?
I mean, it's
superhero-ish type shit because X-Men is coming.
Well,
No.
take that back. He is gonna be in the Crow remake.
yeah, he's
Oh, please don't.
He the Crow.
he's the Crow.
He's in the Crow remake.
He is.
I don't know.
Please don't.
That's why I said X-Men is coming. I hope Marvel pick him up and make him Mr. Sinister. He played villains very, very well. His role in fucking John Wick was pretty dope. It's amazing.
And this guy, a little quirky, eccentric cast in the studio. You got Famke Janssen, speaking of X-Men.
Yeah.
Jean Grey.
Yeah.
You got Sharlto Copley from District 9. You got the voice actor from Archer. He plays like a video game voiceover that he
H. John Benjamin.
that the Bill Skarsgård character kind of like that's his internal voice.
Yeah.
H. John Benjamin is an internal voice. I like that.
Dope.
You got Bob in your head.
That's why I was hearing his voice. I was like, wait a minute, what's going on here? And then I got the whisk of it. Like, he's dude and deaf, and that's his inner voice narrating.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're gonna have Bob.
which is funny because H. John Benjamin is like a legit funny dude.
Yeah, he is.
And I highly recommend you got people check out his jazz album, Jazz Daredevil, because he hired a bunch of professional jazz musicians and then he took piano lessons for a month and then he played. It's hard. He's hard. But everything around him is good, and that's the joke of the album. That's the joke of the album is that I took piano lessons for a month. Here's my jazz album. I hired these professionals, but when he does his solos, they're horrible. Then he's like, I'm about to take it. It's absolutely horrible. It's comedic genius.
Sound like Andre 3000.
No, Andre 3000 actually like played the flute. A. John Benjamin is not pretending to be a pianist. He is just saying, I tried because I like jazz. And it's a comedic, like he sits at the thing in a Evil Knievel outfit. Because it's called Jazz Daredevil.
3000, dude. We don't.
Now, speaking of casting, did you have something about
jazz.
forecasting?
We did that before.
You said what?
Yeah, casting. See what we covered. Y'all covered it already.
We talked about Pedro as Mr. Fantastic.
We said it on the radio show, but we didn't say it here.
Yeah, we did.
We did?
Mm-hmm. The weekend it happened.
Because the whole team is now casted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the whole team dropped, and I did like that 70s mystique about it. Pedro Pascal, I mean, I'll just talk about it now since you did bring it up. I'll say it again. I like the casting too. I don't know about Pedro Pascal. I'm just going to be honest with it. I think he's too much the star of everything. He's Joel. He's fucking The Mandalorian was going to have a movie soon. And, yeah, I don't know. And he don't look Mr. Reedish to me. But he is a good actor, and we need someone to dynamically challenge the person who's going to be doomed. So I don't, challenge his acting capabilities, but I just think the image itself of Pedro Pascal is a little bit too much. He was just recently in a movie too, and they cut his head off. He's going to be in this other movie coming out too. So yeah, he get a lot of work.
He's cashing
He get
in.
a lot of fucking work.
No
Pascal.
I agree.
It's not the first time y'all agree. That's
100%. Yeah, I 100% agree. He's a great actor. I love him to death. If he wasn't in so much stuff, I'd be more on board.
Yeah,
I'm not really against it. I'm not for him, not against it. But I agree. He's in so much stuff now. But I'm okay with it. But yeah, everything you said, 100% agree.
I mean, I think I have my feeling is I just kind of want to wait and see what he does with the role because as far as everything goes, I mean, his time with the Mandalorian is pretty much over. Once they shoot the
Yeah.
movie, after the movie, that's done.
He's definitely have a limited role in The Last of Us moving on.
Yeah, and so like if he's looking at like everything I'm doing is kind of like Narcos is done, Mandalorian is about to wrap,
Yeah.
Last of Us is about to wrap. Here's a franchise I can move to that I know is going to go past right now. That's what he just
He in a good seat.
Right, so he
in a good
so
seat.
so what he's done, what he's doing.
Pedro Pascal, Reed Richards, though.
Who would you put?
But see, that's
I'm gonna wait.
It's a hard casting. It's a hard casting. Reed is a hard cast because you need someone.
He's still, like I always say for MCU, after the fact, I dislike killing Tony Stark, but I know business is business. Never kill off these characters no more. But you need a new smart guy. You need a new scientist, and that's Pedro Pascal. All right, man, I'm fuck with it. But I know his acting chops and capabilities. He's gonna carry it. But
And then I mean, it's I enjoy the full cast. I'm gonna wait and see what he does with the role. From the Bear is Grimm.
Yeah,
and I agree with that casting. I have no problem with the Sue Storm or Johnny Storm casting. I feel that. I mean, I think this cast is strong enough. Now it's just a matter of script, director, and story, and what they're gonna do with it from that juncture. I'm a Fantastic Four fan myself. Like I love the FF. I always have. They've always been one of my favorite concepts. Because I love the exploration dynamic of the FF. The FF weren't just New York superheroes.
right?
Like Reed would discover something and be like, all right, guess what? We go in here. I don't even know what this is.
Yeah.
Like the FF just happened to be good people who would pitch in when superhero heroics need to be done. But they were explorers, they were scientists, and they did more out in the universe and realities, and they mapped this shit out. The Negative Zone, Galactus, this is all FF territory. Like everything that's happening with the Guardians of the Galaxy, that's almost old news to the FF in terms of what they've dealt with.
Oh, we did that 20 years ago.
So I'm excited to see what they do with this team. It's one of my favorite teams. I've been waiting for them to get it fully right. They've had some chances and they haven't been great. Let's just be honest about it. And so I'm hoping that with this new one, we finally get there. But we'll see this. They are Marvel's first family. There's a reason they're called that.
Yeah.
Now here's my take. I became a fan mostly of Ultimate Fantastic Four. So I've seen the younger version.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
It was kind of like my number 3, almost my number 2 Ultimate comic I liked in reading. And they had a totally different take on the team and the dynamic and those characters.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know who you could cast Reed, even younger Reed. The younger Reed may have a few ideas, but the older Reed, I couldn't tell you who would be a perfect cast for right now. The one that got am concerned though is something that no one has got right yet. Maybe on animation is Dr. Doom, and to me in live action, no one's gotten Doom right.
That's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on the Dr. Doom cast. So like the Fantastic Four is cool, and Pedro Pascal, like I said, is a balanced enough actor to carry out a Doom. So the Doom theatrics, I can see Pedro Pascal the counter to all that. And I do like the Ultimate 2. If they do make the Maker, I got the option as well.
That would be even crazier. I would love it.
Yeah,
I'm more crazy.
I'm with that too. And I like the kids too, so I want to see them kids show up sometime too.
It wasn't mentioned in MCU, but we'll see.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. I mean, Franklin Richards was on the Hydra list.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. When you pause the Hydra list,
nigga making planets in the crib. What you doing? That's his toys. He got real fucking planets he making.
I know MCU.
That dude a beast. I want to see him. And I want to see Doom. And I hope they cast Doom that could carry that character and be a real threat, not only to the Fantastic Four, but to mankind.
Yeah, the universe.
And
well, before we on that note, what's happening in the toy universe? What's happening? Because we got the Hasbro pre-sales and some declining in the sales. So what's going on?
Well, Hasbro is Hasbro. It is what it is. As a toy collector, you know, Hasbro has its pitfalls and its good shit.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
okay.
So Hasbro has declining sales. As toy collectors, we know this. I go to the damn pages and shit, and they be bragging they got got a full set out of Ross for $5 and shit, $5 each figure. You know retail.
Mhm.
That's back order shit. You know what I mean? The shit ain't selling. They put them in these other stores and they be popping them off for $5 to get them out of that store. They don't even want it there. You know, so yes, there's a decline in sales. Maybe it's over merchandising. You know, maybe you putting too much in these Targets and Walmarts and stuff.
Or maybe not putting up good stuff.
Yeah.
You're not putting up good stuff, so now you're not selling.
So now you're not.
So now you got back stock that you can't move at the full price. So you got to take a loss on it.
Right.
Now, I don't know about the other IP, but the Transformer stuff, to me, they've been having a lot of issues with distribution for some of those things. So, like, case in point, me and Kyle talked about this in the chat. They brought out Cosmos a couple of years ago, but the problem was Cosmos was only in a Walmart exclusive for Velocitron. It was one figure per box. And I was like, guys, what the hell?
They use a short pack.
And I'm like, they were like, guys, what the hell? I can understand if it was a more obscure character. He's slightly popular. But even stuff like Beachcomber, which came out last year, I've never seen him.
Beachcomber.
Which one of my favorites. I've never seen him in the store yet to buy him. I have to buy him.
What's the name of what was the name of his tank buddy? That was
Warpath.
Warpath.
That was the G.
Oh my God.
That was another Transformer.
Yeah.
But speaking
Has
of
he ever been in the movie? Thank God. Thank God. They didn't touch Warpath and put
Well, they is stupid, so let's keep it that way.
Yeah, but it never been tainted. That's what I'm saying.
Nah.
All right.
Yeah, the only version we have is
not
that
been
one
in modern
appearance.
era
in the-
except for the video games and maybe a comic book here and there.
No, he was in a video game. I played.
What? Which one was he in?
Falls.
It's more of like a background.
Yeah, he was a background.
I got you. He wasn't.
I can play for him with a little bit.
You can like make your own like Warpath and
Yeah.
Boom, sound. I gotta blast some Decepticons.
Yeah, exactly. And some of the legends have leaps. Next year we're getting area bots. Next year.
We are.
Are they gonna form Computron? Is that who they? Wait,
Superion.
Superion.
Of course, they're going to form Superion. I've been waiting on area bots.
I'll fuck with that.
Who formed Computron? The Technobots. Technobots.
So we're going to get them. We're going to get the that was dope. We're going to get Combaticons next year.
Ooh, the Combaticons.
Ooh, those my G's.
This year we're getting
Starscream made those
we're getting
guys.
Sandstorm. We're probably going to get a Studio 86, possibly a Megatron and Optimus this year. I gotta look at the listings again and see what
I heard
40th
Megatron
anniversary.
and Galvatron.
That might be 2025.
Mm.
I have to look check the listings again.
Hey, are these
See if we have
reissues? Because see, let's get back into Marvel because you just deterred with all your Transformers shit. That's cool, but Marvel is doing reissues and stuff, and they like the Deadpool, for example, Deadpool 40. It's just a reissue of the Deadpool, the Rob Liefeld Deadpool that I showed y'all before.
How many are they doing?
You know what I
How many
mean?
reissues are they doing?
Shit.
Some of these I didn't
I
get.
mean, some of these figures are reissues, though. Chat. These X-Men are reissues.
So we're getting
These
reissues for Transformers.
all of these are reissues. Like these Nightcrawlers, all of these are reissues, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. So it's like if you didn't get these before the wave, that's cool, and you get your opportunity now. But these are reissues, so a lot of folks got these. A lot of collectors have these figures already, and there's only a selected few that you're looking for. Like me, I'm looking at that Falcon. I may get that. I've seen the blue.
Cap.
Good Cap. See, I'm good.
I don't have any of those, so
But there's the Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, and Wolverine with the blue suits. You know what I mean? I'm interested in that. Let me see if I can.
you see the Colossus and Juggernaut.
I've seen the Colossus and Juggernaut, but I got a Juggernaut, and I've seen the Colossus, and for that pricing, damn, I'm only paying for Colossus at this point.
I wish they would put Colossus in his second 80 suit, the one with the red, almost like the red unitard here that came up around the neck.
I fuck with
Without,
that.
he didn't have a tall boots anymore. The boots were
right.
only at the calf,
Oh, really?
and he had he wore it after the Morlock massacre, no, right before the Morlock massacre, and then it got messed up, and so he put the classic suit back on, and then got messed up too in the Morlock Massacre. But yeah, you don't really see all the variations of Colossus's uniforms. They either have him in the classic one that the tall boots,
And it's not
$5 says maybe coming next 2 or 3 years.
or you see him in the '90s one with just the trunks, where he just had the trunks and the ankle boots.
I guess
So
so.
the the X-Men, that man about.
Oh yeah.
Wouldn't mind having him in the Alkali outfit.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that in his acolyte. Yeah, he was an acolyte for a while.
If he sure was, yeah.
More acolyte figures in general, because I never seen too many of those.
They did Cortez, and then that was it. Really,
Yeah, I want the
They do
whole
somebody
squad.
else.
Nah,
they did. What's his name? Not Avalon. Fuck, I'm blanking on his name. But the guy who worships Magneto. I'm blanking on his name right now. Purple skin guy.
Yeah.
Super powerful.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy.
He's a Magneto fan.
Well, no, right now he's a Hope fanboy. He's any mutant messiah. That's his
stick.
thing. Mutant messiahs. That's
He had a whole episode in the cartoon about him.
So
Is it Exodus?
Oh yeah.
Exodus, yes, Exodus.
Oh, exactly.
Exodus, yeah.
I kind of interested in that.
Messiah, Magneto. I love you so much.
Well, now he feels that way about Hope Summers.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's his shtick. Yeah.
I kind of, he kind of look cool. Yeah, this is the
Fantastic Four.
because the children too. You get the Franklin Richards.
Nice. Have they done the never mind. I know I saw the Spidey Future Foundation suit because I like the Future Foundation era as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, I did like that suit too.
yeah. I seen the deal. I pre-orders and none of that shit. I do pre-orders for other shit like Mayfexes and Mescos and shit.
Ooh, that's skinny
because-
though. I like that.
Yeah. But I do like some of these, but I know I'm going to find these in the streets, so I ain't too worried. But this is an Amazon exclusive right here, the Baron Zemo and
The classic Zemo and Armin Zola.
Yeah. Then you get
Evil Nazi. Shield.
Dum Dugan.
Dum Dugan.
That GW Bridge I just saw.
Right.
Then you get
Icarus.
Icarus, as you said. Now, who is Who is Dark
No,
Winter Black Thor? You know this character, sure?
It's a Thor villain.
Yeah,
Oh,
the villain.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. And then
Oh,
there's
Superior.
I don't like this suit. Though.
I didn't like him when he was in
But
the
if
book.
you're gonna do it, I like the armor. Like you got this, just look too plasticky.
When you do white, it's hard. White is a tough, especially for like tech. I feel white is a tough color
You think so?
because you have to
is
do it right.
blue White.
Yeah,
white,
the Superior
yeah.
Iron Man suit was pure white.
Pure white.
All right. It look like a candle and shit.
Yeah, the suit itself was pure white.
This motherfucker.
Pharaoh.
Fine, though. Pharaoh.
I'm sorry, Wolfsbane. That's X Factor Wolfsbane.
Yeah. This motherfucker is mine. That's a dope one. Is going mutants. I'm always going to cheer for. And then we go up to.
I'm getting him. He getting pre-order. I'm getting him.
I like it, but this Marvel versus Capcom Cable, so
That's
I'm gonna get it.
my dad. Dude, that's my dad, bro.
Is he gonna come? Are they gonna have like the big gun in the pack where you can put it on?
So I have all that. But all right, I don't know.
Kazar.
Oh, this Kazar.
Kazar.
And the builder figure is
Zabu.
Zabu.
You know what? If Kazar being being a part of the pack and Zabu being the builder figure for X-Men base makes sense because they spent a lot of time together.
Okay.
Remember, the X-Men spent a lot of time in the Savage
Land. So
yeah, they fought Sauron.
You jerk.
They fought Sauron.
You a jerk, Sean.
How not a jerk? What happened?
Because then I gotta get the whole set. Because I was like, I can leave them off.
That's a personal decision. Personal decision.
You convinced me.
I didn't try. That was on my goal.
I'll find it in the streets.
There you go. Find it in the streets.
So yeah, what's your thoughts, Corey, on this?
They look cool.
You only collect Transformers, so
No, I do collect a few other stuff too. I do want to get the Marvel stuff. I just got to get room for it. That cable's gonna be a must-have for me. So I play Marvel's Capcom too. I do want to sell those characters from Marvel too. like the Cyclops and the Iron Man.
Have they done a Doom from Marvel vs. Capcom?
Not really.
Is there one?
They haven't really focused
Not
on
really.
that. No.
Well, they got so much.
Or a
good stuff.
Magneto? Or
Nah, I think. Let me see.
Not for the game, no.
Not exclusive. I don't think there's any exclusive figures for that game yet. Per se.
Years
like,
ago they did, but they weren't that great. So I had a Strider and Spider-Man
Oh yeah.
back in the 2-pack Chauncey we were talking about.
Yeah.
But they went on level of these stuff.
because I know the Spider-Man that you got from Marvel vs. Capcom has like he looks like he's been in that position.
But that's his Mayfest. So that's what I'm saying. This is different.
Yeah, see this guy
But
been.
I call this McFarlane's.
That's McFarlane's joint. My eyes are pretty big.
McFarlane's.
But I thought this was the Capcom joint.
Let me see.
Because you have the Capcom Spider-Man.
I
You even
do.
told me you had the Capcom.
You did?
I mean, we don't got to find them.
I think it's this one.
I think it was this one. Yeah. It was this one.
Unless I'm dead wrong, so
Because I could do
don't
the
bend
whole
like this,
crawl, you
yeah.
could do the whole posture.
You
like
probably don't bend like this. With
Nah.
look at all that extra back bend
Yeah, I
there.
do use him for the Marvel.
You can
Now,
you can
what-
almost bane this dude.
Watch
what figure line did that come from?
This is the Mayfix.
That's the main
So this the Mayfix. I think double
Didn't your
18 Spider-Man.
and then you get that the Kung Fu guy from Capcom was a Mayfix too, right? Fei Long?
No, that's Jada Toys.
That was Jada Toys?
Yeah, it's my Jada Toys over here. But the whole Street Fighter line is Jada Toys. So yeah, I get the Jada Toys. They can scale with the Mayfexes and the Legends. So yes, you can go to town and if you find some of the older, because I got the gal right here. Been here for
Sir.
Ghost of Guile.
Ghost of Guile, man. Chilling while you been gone, man. You ain't been here for a minute.
Now you know what you don't got no cup. You don't got no cup. You know, Guile is for closers. Guile is for closers.
I have one turn for
Cup holders.
Cup holder.
Yeah, I am C2E2 2019 champion, sir.
Okay.
What have you done for me lately, though? Ghost of Guile. See, I'm just high. I'm trying to like spark. I'm trying to like spark on him. I'm trying to like spark on him.
Okay, Janet Jackson.
Yo, you gotta come back with them cups, though, fam. For real. We ain't playing with
Yeah, pretty soon ain't gonna be no Guile for you. You ain't got no cups. You ain't got no cups.
So, all right, man.
It's been a great show.
It's been a great show.
It's been a great show. Welcome back, Corey. Next time, bring a cup.
Yeah, bring a cup, motherfucker.
Yeah, bring a
It better say Street Fighter champion on
Man,
it.
say championship. The belt or something. You better steal a cup or something. I want to hear a story. Shit. I'm joking. Hey, yo, man.
I'm gonna go take a hammer to the wrist out there. Who's your opponent, Corey Greene? Bam!
Break it up. Drop a bottle of water on the dude's hand or something. Like one of them big, by accident. Oh, my bad, dude. Oh, you ruined me. You ruined my championship. Get him, Corey.
Now's your chance.
Sabotage.
Walk around unplugging controllers on people in games and shit.
Y'all end up getting kicked out of these tournaments.
No, they don't even know it's
never
us.
know.
No, we'll have disguises.
You know how many times I played Hitman? Yes, espionage, brother. I'll go in disguised up and turn off the whole shit. He won. All right, get the cup. Let's go.
You know, I walk.
Chauncey got the cards rolling.
I walk in there with my ComEd coveralls like, you know, we got an electrical emergency over here.
Get you some Oshkosh for gosh.
We gotta check this system out. It's not
One
regulation.
of them hats with their hair shits. Get you some dreadlocks.
And I forgot to mention about the salt.
You look like DMX and Belly.
Right. For Capcom Cup, they planned for $1 million.
Nigga.
$2 million.
Man, I'll get them cups.
Yeah, man. See, we ain't having this discussion. They playing with their life on the line because they're these other countries.
You're the
they
best
their life
around. Never take you down. See, you gotta believe, Corey.
Okay.
You gotta believe.
If you gotta run up a flight of steps with a controller, I will join you, my brother.
You're not about a bum, Greene. You're a bum. You're a bum.
You gotta come back with a cup and $2 million.
From now on, I need to see you with those hand with the hand strengthening things, doing your calisthenics. You know, you gotta eat a good breakfast, get sleep.
I'm gonna get into that Street Fighter group you got me in. I'm gonna roast all y'all niggas because y'all ain't
Got
gonna
no
be just
cups.
standing up here and beating people up. You ain't got no cups. I don't appreciate
Well,
that.
one of the guys is a champion. He has won a few small local tournaments.
He got cups.
Well, no, he did. He had one mystery at Cone Breaker before. He's one mystery, and he has placed a few events. So. But no, he ain't got no.
We cups. Do you not see this? We need cups.
So on that note, let's go, man. I'm Cosmo Galactus.
Shamo.
Charleston's Prom.
Your boy, legendary Corey Greene, has returned.
You know cups.
Any last shout outs?
Man, shout out to the homie Kevin Miller from Blurs Underground. He got his trip around the sun coming soon. We definitely got to collab with that man. Shout out to Chicago's own Jay Washington, who landed a very awesome Netflix is a joke deal. So we're gonna have some cool stuff coming in May. And remember, he's got a show coming in April also. So gonna show him mad love on that end.
Yeah.
And shout out to Moxie with her Bear Trip, awards tour, as I call
The
it.
award for the hair and design.
Yeah, right.
Makeup awards.
Yeah, big.
The SAG Awards was
Last night.
Yeah, it was last night.
You know, I think that and not to extend the show, but I think the SAG when we talked about award shows that time, I think the SAG Awards are kind of like maybe the only ones I respect. They come from your peers.
Yeah.
It comes from other people, like your industry. You're someone else who does
the
movies.
real gritty industry guys that you work with. And those are the ones that deserve the respect.
Yes.
You know what I mean, they deserve that spotlight. So yeah, I always that's why I have said it, because I do sponsor that award show.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it, but I do support their movement, SAG-AFTRA, and I'm working my ways around that criteria as well. So I fuck with it. I fuck with Jay Washington. I fuck with everybody that fuck with us. We are the Fly Nerd Group. We are signing out, and you guys have a nice day.
Cups. Mo cups.
We need number
Mo
cups.
cups.
Straight up.
Cups.
Straight up. Shout out to all the cups.
The
Dixie
training
cups,
starts now.
Red cups.
Out of my cup.
Outback cup. Outback cup.
Pimp cups.
Pimp cups. All my cups.
All the cups.
Shit, we out.
Reminds me of the Battle of Beta 4.